Okay, this is going to be a short video on when a Lewis structure will contain double or triple bonds. Now, in real life, there's a mathematical way that we can figure this out. In this class, to kind of keep things simple, we're just going to talk about the few exceptions when we are going to have double and triple bonds. So, let's say you're drawing a Lewis structure, okay? Drawing the Lewis structure. You have accounted for all the electrons. All your electrons are gone. You've done your math over here, 0 electrons left. Okay? You've gone through, you've accounted for all your electrons, and your central atom, this is important, your central atom must be carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, or phosphorus. Okay? If you have accounted for all of your electrons, your central atom is one of these elements, and it is not meeting the octet rule. You have to hit all 3 of those requirements before you are allowed to have a double or a triple bond. Okay? Again, you have to have accounted for all your electrons. Your central atom is one of these elements, and it is not meeting the octet rule. In that case, you're going to say, oh, well, while this could exist this way, it's not the most stable format possible, because we know that when an element is stable, it has 8 valence electrons. It meets the octet rule. Well, most of the time, the central atom can break the octet rule, but not if it is one of these elements in this class, okay? So, if it's one of these elements and it's not meeting the octet rule, then it's not the most stable configuration you can have. There must be an element over here that is hogging too many electrons instead of sharing them. So, we're going to take some of those electrons from that element, and we're just going to share those electrons. Notice, we did not create more electrons from nothing. We did not magically get rid of electrons either. There were 2 electrons here, and we just turned those into a bond instead of allowing them to be a lone pair. But even if we do that with 1 oxygen, carbon still does not meet the octet rule. Oh, oops. Carbon still does not meet the octet rule, so we need to do it with the other oxygen as well. This allows us to keep track of all our electrons, and it lets carbon meet the octet rule. So this would be the most stable configuration that there is. Let me know if you have any questions, guys.